At this point in time, I'm thinking I'm not cheating at all. I'm thinking I have nothing to hide. She's tapping her motherfucking leg. She's getting emotional and shit. And they like, oh, this nigga a cheater. Like, this nigga, she must have found something in it, right? I'm sitting there looking at her like, fuck. Fuck. I know exactly how this looks.
I've been building up the blocks like a man. Elliot got water dripping out the ceiling. Oh my God, boy, he got a Glock. Oh my God, boy, that boy on top. Sip and walk, make my heart stop. All these hoes.
I'm just here to tell my story. YouTube, I got another story time for you guys. So with that being said, order me a seafood boil. And I was already in my mind about to do this story time, but I thought, why not do a story time and eat seafood at the same time? People love food. People love story times. So let's jump in. I know you saw this title and you thought, cheated by accident. How the fuck is that possible? I'm here to tell you how I cheated by accident. You know what I mean? I'm here to tell you how I cheated by accident. So let me tell you let me start from the beginning. We gonna start from the beginning. Damn, this shit look hot. Hold on. Before I get the story started, I gotta take a bite real quick. Oh fuck, I need some paper towels. Alright. That shit hot as fuck. Alright. So let's jump into it. I was in a relationship. At the time in a relationship, I was probably about, at the time when I got quote unquote caught cheating. Mind you, when y'all listen to this whole story, let me know, what y'all think about it in the comment section. At the time when I got caught cheating, I want to say I was probably like, I would say had to be no more than like 6 months into the relationship type shit. You know what I mean? I had to be no more than 6 months into the relationship forever. Now, the time of this story takes place when I'm like, I had to be like maybe 16, 15 or 16. And the person I cheated, or quote unquote cheated with, let me stop saying quote unquote before y'all be grilling me in the motherfucking comment section. The person that I cheated with was my best friend. Now let me tell you about the best friend, and let me hop into the way of how things worked out when I cheated or whatever. So my best friend, right? My best friend has been around, or she was around, for a very long time. I mean, me and my best friends were friends since like probably middle school. We got real close in middle school. We always hung out, always was on the phone 24/7, always was with each other. I used to go over her house. She used to come over my house. Like we were strictly friends. Let me say this again, strictly friends. We never did anything. We never did no kissing, never did no fucking, no nothing like this. You know what I'm saying? And at the time, like I said, from middle school up until high school, I got this happened in my 11th grade year, and I met my best friend probably my 7th grade year, if I'm not mistaken. And we got real close probably like my 8th grade year. So, you know what I mean? Me and my best friend is locked in, pretty much. That's what I'm pretty much trying to get down to. That me and my best friend, we were locked in for real. So, this is what things are complicated. So, as I'm getting older, I understand the concept that I shouldn't been doing this. And I don't know why we were doing it. But a part of me and my best friend being real close, we used to show each other shit that best friends probably shouldn't be showing each other. You know what I mean? Then I'm in my 20s, I can admit that the shit that we were doing, we most likely shouldn't have been doing, as far as at least showing each other certain shit. Like, I've seen my best friend naked before. Not in person, but like on FaceTime type shit. Like, she done been walking past the camera like naked before. It was never no thing where like she was just on purposely like trying to like show her, you know what I mean, show me her private parts and shit like that. But like, you know what I mean? We used to be on FaceTime a lot. And you know what I mean? I done seen shit. She done sent me pictures of like trying to show off like something and shit like that. Like, just shit that now that I know now, in my 20s, I know wasn't acceptable back then, for real. You get what I'm saying? Let me get into the juicy shit. Fast forward, right? I just had to tell you about my best friend a little bit. Fast forward. I'm with my girlfriend. Me and my girlfriend, like I said, we're about 6-7 months in our relationship. Yeah. At this point in time, I'm thinking I'm not cheating at all. I'm thinking I have nothing to hide. Cause I ain't gonna lie, I was real live in love with Shorty. Like I was real live loving on Shorty. Like I thought she was the one like shit. You know what I mean? You know how it is when you get that high school love. You thinking she the one. You thinking like, y'all gonna get married, this, that, and the third. Like I thought that was, you know what I mean? I thought that was all fairy tale innocent. I thought me and Shorty would never break up. Ask me, am I single now? Single than a motherfucker. Me and her ain't been out for years. But that's not the point. So, we are in, bro. One day we are in fucking, we are at like some like assembly. Now you know how assemblies used to be. We're in the assembly. The gym is packed. I'm sitting beside her. You know what I mean? Like we all good. Like everything good, right? For some random ass reason, mind you, I'm throwing this out there. This is probably one of the worst places to ever get caught cheating in your motherfucking life. And the reason why I say that because if you in private and your girl check your phone and she finds some shit in there that she don't like or some shit like that, that's one thing. Let her cut you out of private. But if she finds some shit like that, in public or in front of people, oh nigga, it's the worst. But let me tell you how I played out. So, she like, babe, can I see your phone? At the time, I'm thinking I don't have anything to hide. I'm like, I don't give a fuck. I'm like, yeah. Yeah. I'm thinking I have nothing to hide. I give her the phone with no hesitation. I'm like, of course you can see my phone, Snap. I give her the phone. She started looking through the phone, right? No nervous, no nothing. I'm good. I'm thinking to myself, like, nigga, I know it ain't nothing in there. I don't gotta be surprised with my motherfucker. Mind you, I'm not with none of my niggas. Like, none of my niggas are around me. I'm with my girl. She got like 2, 3, 4 her friends sitting right beside us. And yeah, like, that's just what it is. I'm gonna tell you right now. I think a few minutes go past. I felt like she was using the phone at first to take pictures. But then all of a sudden, she just wanted to, I don't know what made her go through my messages, but all of a sudden, she went through the messages, right? But I didn't know she was looking through the messages. I'm not really paying attention. I'm still looking at the assembly type shit, whatever the fuck we was in there doing. I don't remember exactly. But I'm in there looking at this shit. A lot of y'all not. I just see the phone fly to my lap. When I say the phone flew to my lap, I mean like if I'm sitting down, this is my phone right here. That motherfucker. Alright, I just did too much. My shit done hit the floor and some more shit. But that motherfucker hit my lap. And her face just changed bad. I'm like, what the fuck? So I'm looking over, what's wrong? She's tapping her motherfucking leg. She's getting emotional and shit. Her friends stop peeping game. They looking and shit. They like, mind you, and they know she just had my phone. So automatically they like, oh, this nigga a cheater. Like, this nigga, she must have found something in it, right? So they asking her, what's wrong? I'm like saying nothing. I'm asking her what's wrong. She ignoring me, right? She said, unlock your phone. I unlock my phone again. She put up the messages, right? No messages in there, for real, that say anything. She go to the thread. This is at the time, you know what I mean? I think Threads was fresh. This was when Threads fresh came out. All you had to do is click the thread. You can see pictures. Oh, you know what? I'm going to tell y'all. Now I remember 100%. But soon as she opened me and my best friend's messages, I don't know why, but that day my best friend had sent me some picture or some shit like that, bro. And she was like half naked in the picture or some shit like that. And she was asking me, does something look good or some shit like that or something, right? Yeah. It was done. It was cooked. But I opened the phone, she looked at the message, she's like, what the fuck is this? And I ain't gonna lie, I'm sitting there looking at her like, fuck. I know exactly how this looks. Like, this looks it looks bad. It looks fucking bad. So I'm looking at, I'm like, you know what I mean? I'm trying to plead my case. I'm like, it's, you know what I mean? It's nothing for real, for like, it's not what you mean. It's not what you think. This, then the third, like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm like, I get it. Like, I get it. And she's like, so like, do you like her? This, then the third, like, you know what I mean? Like, this is more than your best friend, and this, and the third. And I should have knew better, but you know, I didn't. Technically, both of us should have knew better, for me and my best friend. If we've been completely honest, it was definitely both of our faults. Cause one, she shouldn't have been sending me shit like that, and two, I can't lie and say I wasn't sending certain shit back either. You get what I'm saying? So we definitely both played a part in it. Definitely both played a part in the fuck up. So I'm like, it's really a misunderstanding, this, and the third. The joint let out, right? The assembly let out. The friend still eyeballing me. She walking off. Now she got like crying a little bit and shit. I'm like, fuck. But the whole time at the assembly, after she asked me about that shit, son, we ain't talked the whole time. We ain't talked the whole time. She was like, she was heated, mad and shit the whole time. And I don't blame her, you know what I mean? I'm like, damn, like, I did not mean, I'm not gonna lie. So, they go throughout. I think that was like, I don't even know. I feel like after the assembly, the day went on, and we probably had like 1 or 2 more periods left. She was not texting me back the whole day, not talking to me, no nothing. I'm not gonna hold her. So I'm like, I called my best friend. I'm like, bro, fuck. My girl done seen the shit that we be sending each other and this and the third. And I'm like, damn, like, now it's gonna look like me and you been wanting to fuck with each other and this, that, and the third. And she like, oh my God, no. Like, I hope she know, like, it's a misunderstanding. Me and you don't want each other, this, that, and the third. I'm like, fool. I'm fucked. Listen. She broke up with me, right? But so my girl, I think she was a social media type of girl. She broke up with me. She was on a gram hamming. She on the gram posting cheating shit, and she doing this, that, and the third. All her friends know. For the whole week, I'm getting mugged in the hallways and shit. I'm like, fool. Oh my God. I'm trying to call her and shit. She not answering. I'm texting her. Stop texting me. I feel like even at one point she blocked me a little bit. She wasn't fucking me. I had to catch her in the hallway. And I'm like, bruh, just hear me out. Like, can we talk about it, this, that, and the third? Yeah, I'm not in there, not. Son, when I say I had to work to get her ass back, fool, I had to work to get her ass back. I'm telling you right now, she did not make that shit easy. And I don't blame her, you know what I mean? Like, niggas popping fireworks. It must be the New Year's. I'm recording this video on New Year's. I'm in the house grinding. Everybody else, they out partying and shit. I don't blame them. Happy New Year's to everybody right now. But back to the story. So, y'all remember that year when that Bryson Tiller album dropped, and it was like his first album, like his first debut album, like that joint that had no skips type shit. Fool, I'm sending her songs off the album, song by song, like, you know, baby, sometimes I feel so naive, like I'm pulling out all the stops trying to get this girl back. I'm sending love notes, I'm sending them sorries, I'm this, that, and the third. You know what I mean? Like, I'm trying my hardest to get this girl back because she was not budging. Next thing you know, her sister ended up giving me the worst shit. Like, her sister like 2 years older than her. Boy, she was giving me the most grief ever. She was not fucking with me at all. At all. Mind you, we all still go to the same school with each other. It was just a hell of a time, yeah. So boom, I would say a few weeks go past, or like, I want to say days. I don't know. I know I was doing a lot of begging. I can tell you that shit. I was doing a lot of begging. So we end up getting back. We didn't get back on good terms, but I ended up talking to her, whatever. This and the third. She's like that can't be your best friend anymore. Like, you know what I mean? Like that made me look at you different and shit like that. You know what I mean? Like I said, I don't blame her. You know what I mean? Like that was definitely a fuck up on my part. But I'm still pleading a case to her that, like, listen, I promise you it was never nothing like that. I think when you young, you don't grasp the concept of why you're doing certain shit. Like, to me, since me and my best friend was friends for so long, when we was doing shit like that, to me it really meant nothing. Like, it's like, okay, this the daily shit. This, you know what I mean? This some regular shit. This and the third. Mind you, my best friend didn't know about my girl. I've been told my best friend, like, yeah, I fuck with this girl. I fuck with her hard. I love her and shit like that. Like, we, you know what I mean? We locked in. So it was nothing to think about. I was hiding her from my girl or nothing like that, cause she knew too. But she told me, like, you gotta cut the best friend off. If she gonna be around, I'm not, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not fucking with this and all that other shit. Alright. So now I'm putting into a hard ass situation. I'm put into a hard ass situation for the simple fact that I got my girl that I love and I fuck with and I want to be with, this and the third. But also I had my friend of years since I've been young. Me and my friend have like 5-6 year friendship. So, not a 5-6 years, it's like 4 years, my bad. So I'm stuck into a hard situation. Like, it's coming down to, like, nigga, it's either your best friend or it's your girl. Mind you, outside of my girl, my closest friend is my best friend. Like I said, talked every day, called each other every day. We was locked in. So, I get put into a situation like that. So, she like, I want you to delete her number and I want you to block her. I'm not gonna lie. That's a hard thing to do. You know what I mean? Like, that's a hard thing to do. And I had to sacrifice, but behind the scenes, pretty much I had to sacrifice my friendship with my friend to save my relationship. Now, when you get caught in some shit like that, or what I'm telling y'all about, or what I'm explaining to y'all, it comes down to a point where you're like, damn, you know what I mean? Like, your girl gave you a second chance, and if you really fuck with her like you say you do, then you're gonna do what she said to save your relationship. If anybody is standing in the way of your relationship, or anybody is creating obstacles for you and your partner, then that person has to be removed. They have to be removed. So I told my best friend, listen, we fucked up. We shouldn't have been doing that. And, like, my girl said, I gotta cut you off. Her response wasn't really good. It's like, damn, like, did you try to explain to her, like, it wasn't what she think, it wasn't what she said? I mean, I'm looking at her like, listen, no offense, but it's not gonna matter what the fuck you think. It's not gonna matter what the fuck she think, or what the fuck we can try to convince her or tell her or this, that, and the third. Nigga, she saw you in my fucking phone naked. So, you know, I had to do what I had to do. You know what I mean? Like, if I wanted shorty, if I was gonna rock with shorty, like, you know, my best friend had to go type shit. Like, it just wasn't no best friend dynamic type shit no more. You know what I mean? Being young and being as though I know I didn't want to fully cut my best friend off, I told her, like, You know what I mean? Like, listen, like, we just gonna have to talk to each other when we talk to each other. I ain't seen my best friend no more probably that whole year type shit. Me and my girlfriend at the time, we did stay together for a while. Like, we stayed together for like a good 3 years. We stayed together for like a good 3 years before we ended up breaking up. You know, going to college and shit. You know how that shit works. That's a totally different story. I don't even want to get into. But stayed together and shit. You know, after college and shit like that. Did me and my best friend ever talk again? Yeah. But as you know, like after y'all go a while for not talking, like the dynamic y'all like switched up. Like the dynamic was, you know, the dynamic is not necessarily the same. Like years go past, y'all not really seeing each other, talking to each other. You know what I mean? Or we growing up separate ways and shit like that. I think me and my best friend tried to like get back on friendly terms for like a real good friendly track, probably like later on after college. But you know what I mean? It's not really the same because y'all done grew up. You know what I mean? Y'all start growing apart, growing up and shit like that. So overall, like, was never able to really rekindle the friendship 100% at least. And yeah, like, but to make things to enlighten shit on the girlfriend perspective, when we was in a relationship, I ended up fixing it. You know what I mean? I ended up fixing it. I don't think the trust issues lasted too long for real. I don't think she still wasn't one of those types to be like, let me check your phone every other weekend now or every other week type shit. You know what I mean? Like I really had nothing to really hide outside of that. And I didn't even think I needed to hide that. It just didn't escape my mind that like, damn, like you shouldn't technically be doing this. Even though that's just your friend type shit, you still shouldn't be doing that. So I took accountability on my part. And I said, you know what, damn, like, that was wrong of me. I shouldn't have been doing that. She shouldn't have been doing that. You know what I mean? Like, I could see why you were mad. I could see why things went wrong and this and the third. So, I apologize. You know what I mean? Etc. You know what I mean? I definitely kissed the ass for a few months. Definitely had to kiss the ass for a few months. I'm telling you right now, her sister ain't fuck with me for like a year straight. Maybe 2 years straight. I don't think her sister started fucking with me until like, shit, probably the 3rd year. And she was still like skeptical. But I treated her sister good outside of her. Like, I was definitely one of those good ass boyfriends. You know what I mean? Like, I took her, I think that's, not the same summer, but the next summer, I ended up taking her to Disney World. For, like, the whole fucking, everything paid for. Vacation paid for, our house was paid for, even her Disney World tickets was paid for. We went to Florida and shit like that. Like I was a good nigga. I was a good boyfriend. I was a loving, good, caring boyfriend. This and the third. I just fucked up. You know what I mean? I fucked up. Players fuck up. But in the end, I felt like, you know what I mean, I made it up to shawty. And I felt like, you know what I mean? It felt good. It felt cool. It sucked to lose my best friend. You know what I mean? Like that was a fucked up part, you know what I mean? To lose my best friend, I had to block her. And I didn't block her necessarily. I just like changed her number and shit like that. Like changed her contact name and shit like that. But we wasn't talking. We definitely wasn't talking. Like yeah, I just could, cause I didn't want to be getting caught up with her texting me some, you know, on the wrong time, or her calling me on the wrong time or some shit like that. So I had to really be like, listen, like, we just like gotta stop fucking with each other, cause I can't get caught up with you again, cause now she gonna really think something going on between us after she said, you know what I mean, what she said. So I respected it. I respected the whole thing, and you know, it just was what it was, man. Like, it was what it was. You know, you live and you learn. As I'm older now, I wouldn't do no shit like that. As I'm older now, I wouldn't even, like, you and your best friend shouldn't even be doing no shit like that. But back when I was 15, 16, we ain't know no better for real. Niggas was still kids, brains was still developing and shit. And on top of that, I feel like I feel like we was doing that before I got in a relationship. So it didn't really hit me until like it got pointed out to me. I'm like, damn, I am in a relationship. I mean, I am. I should have been stopped this. I should have, you know what I mean? Like, once I got in a relationship, the dynamic of our best friendship or what we were doing, certain shit, that should have went out the window. So, you know what I mean? It is what it is, bro. It is what it is. But I appreciate y'all for watching this video. Let me know what y'all think down below. Hit the comment button. If you want more story times or if you like any of my other content, please go check it out. Hit the subscribe button. Road to 1K on the way. Appreciate you guys for watching.